Introduction. Is BLOX fruit really dying? Every few months, people ask the same question. Is BLOX fruit dying? You see it everywhere. YouTube comments, Discord servers, Reddit posts, and Roblox forums. Some players think lower player counts or delayed updates mean the game is close to ending. But most of those arguments ignore what actually keeps an online game alive. A dead game is not simply a game with fewer players than before. A truly dead game is one where new players stop joining and old players stop returning. BLOX fruit still is both. New players discover the game daily through Roblox, YouTube, TikTok, and One Piece itself. Old players constantly return for updates, new fruits, PvP, trading, and events. That is not the behavior of a dying game. BLOX fruit has survived for years because it built a strong community, deep progression, endless grinding goals, competitive PvP, and a connection to one of the biggest anime franchises ever created. This essay explains why BLOX fruit has remained successful for so long and why it will likely continue surviving for many more years. Chapter 1. What makes a game die? People misuse the phrase dead game all the time. A game is not dead because someone got bored. It is not dead because a YouTuber quit. It is not dead because updates slowed down for a few months. Games truly die when new players stop joining, old players stop coming back. When both happen together, the community slowly disappears. BLOX fruit still attracts huge numbers of new players. The early game islands remain full of beginners learning how fruits, combat, and grinding work. Veteran players also return constantly whenever updates release. New fruits, awakenings, raids, and balancing changes always bring people back. Because of this, BLOX fruit still has healthy player activity instead of a permanent decline. Chapter 2. Player counts need context. Many players claim BLOX fruit is dying whenever player counts drop temporarily. But every online game fluctuates. School schedules, holidays, updates, exams, and trends all affect player numbers. Even massive games like Minecraft, Fortnite, and Call of Duty experience ups and downs. The important thing is a long-term trend. For years, BLOX fruit has remained one of Roblox's most played games. Major updates repeatedly create huge player spikes, and the community quickly becomes active again. That is not what dying games look like. A truly dying game loses players permanently and never recovers. BLOX fruit constantly recovers because players still care about updates and new content. The game also has a much larger audience than Roblox numbers alone show. Millions of people watch BLOX fruit videos, discussions, guides, and PvP content online even when they are not actively playing. The community is far larger than simple concurrent player counts suggest. Chapter 3. The One Piece Connection. One of BLOX fruit's greatest advantages is its connection to One Piece. One Piece has existed for over 25 years and continues gaining new fans every day to the anime, manga, movies, and live-action adaptation. Whenever people discover One Piece, many search for games where they can experience devil fruits, combat, ships, and exploration themselves. BLOX fruits will never die. Conclusion. BLOX fruit is built to last. BLOX fruit is not perfect. Updates can be slow. Grinding can become repetitive. Balancing problems exist. But none of those issues mean the game is dying. The evidence shows the opposite. Strong player retention, constant new players, massive YouTube visibility, a loyal PvP community, endless progression, long-term developer support, strong social communities, a permanent connection to One Piece. Games survive when people continue caring about them. After years of updates, grinding, PvP, friendships, and content creation, people still care deeply about BLOX fruit. That is why the game continues surviving while many other Roblox anime games fade away. BLOX fruit is no longer just a trend. It became one of Roblox's biggest long-term communities.